What's up guys, it's time to take a look at this hidden 1TB flagship phone that you guys totally missed. It's in this mystery box which has only one letter, and that is R. R could mean anything. Is this a phone from Randy Orton? Probably not. It's actually from a company that is super unknown and it goes by the name of Smartisan, and this company is the first in the world to actually release a 1TB flagship phone. The Note 9 may be the popular one, but this was actually the first one to have that. So we'll be taking a look at this phone from Smartisan that is called as Smartisan R1. There are a lot of interesting things going on with this phone, from its design to its software to its internal things. So we're going to be taking a look at that in this video. So what is Smartisan R1? Well, it's a phone that is kind of like OnePlus 6 of China, meaning you get flagship features at a cheaper price. If we talk about the build quality, it has a very unique looking design. We get 3D glass on the front and the back. We got a very unique look for the dual cameras. There's this space in the middle that creates this different look, and also here you can see the letter. This is actually the logo for the company, and this also acts as a fingerprint scanner. So we have the aluminum sides, and they have a very unique look because they have this golden strip going around all the way, kind of make the phone stand out. And the favorite thing are the keys on this phone. The way they are shaped, they actually remind me of the iPhone 4S. So we have the plus key for volume up and minus key for volume down. And towards the left hand side is a key, and no, it is not an AI key, it is actually a shortcut key. There are a couple of functions that you can assign to this key, such as going into this multi-window feature. I think it's my first and the only phone that has this dedicated shortcut key for user actions. Now there is no headphone jack on the phone, so you have a Type-C dongle out of the box, but it does rock stereo speaker. Now from the front look, it does have a notch which is very similar to the Essential phone's notch. There is a U up front. It's something that Samsung could actually do with their U-shaped notch phone. Mid-range phones in the future, so it's kind of like that. And by default the notch is turned off. So far I've not been able to turn it on from the settings, but it's a good thing since it does utilize the notch in a good way. Like, you have your important information on the sides, and it does have intelligent optimization with applications such as YouTube. So if you play videos, they're not gonna go with the notch. The earpiece on this phone is situated right above the U-shaped notch, and it actually doubles as a speaker. So this has a very decent stereo speaker system. So unique design is nice, but what makes this phone special is its internals. So it comes with a Snapdragon 845 processor with 6 gigs of RAM. It's really fast, and if you want to, then you can actually go with the 1TB version, which is the most specs out version that comes with 8 gigs of RAM if you guys need that much storage. So this display is actually pretty bright, but sadly it's not an OLED display, it is LCD. So even when the notch is disabled, you can still see it in some lighting conditions. So again, this is their first flagship phone that is also cheaper, specific to China. So they had cut their corners short in some areas like the display, but still it's a very decent display coming at 6.1 inches size with a 1080p HD resolution. Now software wise, it came with its own launcher called as Smartisan Launcher, and I wasn't a big fan of it, so I changed it to Nova Launcher. But other than the launcher, the software features are actually really interesting. So first up is the navigation gesture system. So this is very similar to what Samsung is doing with its One UI. So you have same navbar keys functions, but you just have to swipe instead of tapping on them. And I like it a lot because it works very smoothly. The multitasking tray is different from anything I've ever seen. So it has this control center as well as the apps that are opened in the background showing at the same time. So you can open up your recent applications or close them by clicking on this cross key, which kind of reminds me of the old days of iOS. And then you also get a full control of your settings such as Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, loads of options to play with. My favorite one here is the ability to do fake calls. So this actually sets a timer. You can see it says calling after 1 minute. So after 1 minute, I'll get a fake call. So as you can see, I'm getting this phone call, a fake phone call from this guy, John Doe. So if I answer it, This guy spoke Chinese for some few seconds and then it stopped. And it basically helps you to get out from certain situations. If you are ditching someone for some reason, you can have this fake call feature. So you also get the reading mode, aka nighttime vision. There's a multi-window kind of mode that I've assigned to this shortcut key on the left. So if I press it, it initiates that. And this mode allows me to do a lot of things really quickly, such as going into my images, checking out my files, seeing what's copied to the clipboard, and also some of the app shortcuts that I've set. So I can add apps here if I want to, and I can remove it. And this is actually called as one-step feature, which you can turn off if you want. Now there's also another unique way of pretty much controlling all the applications and stuff at once. So if I swipe from the bottom like slowly, it takes me to this space. In this space I have access to all of my applications, so you can see a pointer on the screen and I can move around by moving the phone. It's actually using the gyroscope to move around the screen, and if I point the gyroscope to any application such as YouTube, it takes me to that. So it's like instantly getting a big access to pretty much everything that is on the phone, like the apps and your recent switch. It's definitely a unique software feature of this phone that I've never seen before on any phone. Now other than that, this phone is rocking Android 8.1 Oreo. Now what about those eyes, those cameras on the back? So we have 12 megapixel Sony IMX363 sensor with f1.8 aperture, and the front camera is coming at a 20 megapixel with f1.7 aperture. So this phone can take pretty good photos in daytime, but I actually checked it out in the nighttime and in low light situations, so it actually did really good. Like, it's a solid B+ camera. The AI integration is pretty good. It can detect scenes pretty good, so I was taking photos outdoor in night situations, and it kept the sharpness and everything pretty good. I can't say the same for the front camera. It suffered from a lot of noise, but it did took some good photos in indoor situations. Overall, it is a decent camera for this phone. It comes with a 3600 mAh battery, and combined with a 1080p display, I was able to get a really good battery time out of this phone. Almost 1 day on average, and it has Quick Charge 4.0. It's actually the first phone to have Quick Charge 4.0 with a fast charging. So Smartisan R1 is definitely a good phone with flashy features at a cheaper price, but because the company is really small and unknown, this phone wasn't launched worldwide, so it was only launched in China. But I would love to see a flashy phone next year, the Smartisan R2 from this company, in other regions as well. So thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below about this phone, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.